Most people are using a sales system that's designed to fail. You reach out to someone, you book a meeting, you pitch, they say, let me think about it. You follow up once, twice, maybe 3 times, and then it just dies. The conversation just stops and you are back to the level 1. What if I told you there is a completely different system, one where prospects never go cold, where even if someone says not right now, they still stay warm, and you can literally close anyone you target. It's just a matter of time. I'm talking about the Flywheel system. And once you see how it works, you will never go back to the old way again for sure. So here's the thing, you are tired of chasing leads who never reply, tired of calls that end with the let me think about it, tired of calls that never convert, and you start thinking, is it me? Is it my offer not good enough? But it's not you, it's the system. So most people are running what I call a pipeline system, and it looks like this. You do outreach, you book a meeting, you have a call, they don't close immediately, so you follow up once, twice, 3 times, and then the conversation just dies. And you have to start over with someone completely new. But here's the different way to do this. It's called the Flywheel system. And instead of prospects going cold after a few conversations, they stay warm. They keep seeing you, hearing from you, engaging with you, and even if they are not ready to buy right now. And here's the crazy part about this. With the Flywheel system, you can literally close anyone you target. It's not about if, it's about when. So let me show you exactly how it works and why this is the only system you need in 2026. All right, let's start with the pipeline system and why it's completely outdated. So the pipeline system is what most people use and it looks linear, right? So step number 1, outreach. Step number 2, meeting. Step number 3, call, follow up, then close or die. And here's the problem with this. It treats every prospect like they have to buy right now. So if someone not ready to buy after your first call, you follow up a couple times, and if they still don't buy, the conversation just ends, which means you are constantly starting from zero, always looking for new leads, always reaching out to strangers. And look, I've been there. Like I've spent entire weeks just doing outreach, trying to fill in the pipeline because once people fell out, they were gone. But here's the real problem. The pipeline system is outdated, like seriously outdated. Let me show you what I mean. So 10-15 years ago, this system worked great. Why? Because there wasn't so much competition like right now. Like if someone needed a service, they had maybe 5 options. How about today? Go to the Google right now and type in service you offer, marketing consultant, sales coach, web designer, or IT consultant, whatever. You know what you will see? Thousands of options, same thing on YouTube, same thing on LinkedIn, and all over the platforms. So when you reach out to someone now, you are not competing against 5 people, you are competing against 1,000 people who do the same thing. And that's why earning trust is so important, because buyers have endless options. They can compare everyone, they can research online before even talk to you. So trust takes way longer to build now. And here's what makes this worse. Most people are still operating like it's 2010. Like yes, some people say you can still close deals in 1 or 2 calls, and sure, sometimes it happens, but that's not the norm anymore. The norm is long sales cycles, multiple touch points, lots of comparison shopping. So if your system only allows 3 follow-ups before you give up, you are losing. Not because your offer is bad, but because your system is outdated. And here's what makes this even worse. Most founders are making the same mistakes. Let me walk you through what I see every single day. Mistake number 1, you are doing everything by feeling. Like you reach out to someone randomly, you follow up when you remember, you have no system, it's just intuition. Mistake number 2, you forget what conversations you had. Be honest. Have you ever reached out to someone, talked to them, and then a month later, you can't even remember what you discussed? Yeah, most people do this. Mistake number 3, you don't prioritize anyone. Like you have 50 people in your pipeline, but you treat everyone the same. You don't know who is hot, who is warm, who is cold. You're just hoping something happens. And mistake number 4, you forget to follow up. How many times have you had a great call with someone and just never follow up? Or you followed up once and then forgot. This happens all the time. So when you combine all of this, an outdated system that forces you to give up after few tries, plus doing everything by feeling with no organization, plus forgetting conversations and not prioritizing. So you end up tired of chasing leads who never reply, tired of unpredictable revenue, tired of always starting over. That's the thing. The pipeline system treats timing like your enemy. If someone is not ready right now, you lose them. But what if timing didn't matter? What if you had a system that kept people warm until they were ready? That's where the flywheel system comes in. Be honest, how many times these mistakes are you making right now? Yeah, most people are doing at least 3 of them. So that's where pipeline is broken. But here's where it gets interesting. The flywheel system solves all of this. And the way how it works is actually pretty simple once you see it. Let me show you. But before I show you the flywheel, you need to understand something important. Why people actually don't buy from you. Because most people think it's about price, or they think their pitch was not good enough. But that's almost never the reason. Let me walk you through the actual psychology of why people say, let me think about it. The reason number 1, bad experience. Like maybe they hired someone who promised them amazing results and this is completely failed. So now they are scared to make the same mistake again. They are not saying no to you. They are saying no to the pain they felt last time. Reason number 2, they don't trust you yet. And I don't mean they think you are lying. I mean, they just don't know you well enough to make the decision. Think about it like dating. If someone walks up to you at a coffee shop and says, hey, we should get married, you are going to say no. Not because they are a bad person, but because you don't know them. So in sales, it's the same thing. So you can ask someone to commit for $10,000 investment after just 30 minutes call. They need time to trust you. Reason number 3, bad timing. Maybe they are in the middle of something else. Maybe they just spent their budget on something different. Maybe they are dealing with a personal situation. It's not that they don't want what you are selling, it's just like not the right timing right now. And the reason number 4, they are comparing options. Remember, they have 1,000 choices. So even if they like you, they want to make sure they are making the right decision. So here's what you need to understand. When someone says, let me think about it, they are not saying no. They are saying, I need more time, more trust, more proof. And the pipeline system doesn't give what they actually want. It forces you to move on a 3 follow-ups. The flywheel is designed for exactly this. It gives people time when they need. It builds trust over weeks and months. It stays present even when timing is not the perfect. And that's why it works. Now, let me show you how it actually works. So, all right, here's the flywheel system and why it changes everything. So flywheel system combines 2 things, outbound and content. Instead of conversation dying, they just keep going. Let me walk you through what it looks like. Step number 1, you do outreach just like normal. LinkedIn, emails, DMs, whatever. You reach out to someone. Step number 2, they check out your profile. Here's what it gets different. Instead of seeing nothing or seeing someone generic, I help businesses to grow, bio, they see the content and they know what you do. Videos, posts, case studies, insights, things that actually make them think, okay, this person knows what they are talking about. So before you even have a conversation, they are already warming up. You start building the trust. Step number 3, you have a meeting, just like normally you would, but they have already seen your content. They already trust you a little bit. So the meeting goes differently. Step number 4, after the meeting, you don't just follow up. You send them videos, like personalized videos addressing their specific situation once you hear their pain points. Or you send them a piece of content that's directly related to their problem, or a case study of someone who is from the similar field. So instead of just hoping they remember you, you are staying on top of the mind with valuable information, and you are building more trust every single day, every single week. Step number 5, even if they don't close right away, they are still in your flywheel. They are still seeing your content, they are still getting value from you. They are still warming up. And here's what is crazy part. This system, you can literally close anyone you target, not because you are pressuring them, not because you are following up 47 times, but because you are staying present, you are staying on top of the mind, you are staying valuable, and when they are finally ready, your obvious choice, because you have solved all 4 reasons people before don't buy. You have built trust over time, you have given them proof with case studies and content, you have stayed present even when time was not perfect, and you have shown them why you are different from the 1,000 other options. And so let me give you a real example. Let's say I reach out to someone on LinkedIn. They check out my profile, they see I'm posting about outbound strategy every week. They watch one of my videos, it's about fixing messages. Now we book a meeting. Once the call, I learn about their specific problem. After the call, I send them the personalized video. Hey name, based on what you told me about your targeting issue, here's exactly what I would do in your position. And then you send them the video. Then a week later, I post a case study about someone in their industry who solved the exact problem that they have. They see it, they comment, we are still engaged. After 2 weeks, they are not ready to buy yet, but still, they are seeing my content, they are getting value. A month later, they reach out to me and say, hey, I'm ready to move forward. That's the flywheel. I didn't chase them, I didn't pressure them, it just stayed present and valuable until they were ready. It means instead of just going the linear way, you are going the flywheel, which is spinning, which is accelerating your results and getting you maximum results out of just minimum input. I just used my system, which helped them to warm up and take the decision faster until they trusted me enough, until the timing was right. And that's the next level for sure. Now, let me tell you about one of my clients. He came to me completely burned out. He was doing 30 meetings a month and he couldn't close anyone, not a person. 30 meetings, 0 client. So we switched him to the flywheel system. He started creating content, combined this with outreach, started sending personalized videos after meetings, kept prospects warm when they didn't buy immediately. And here's what happened. He went from closing 0 people to closing every second person he talked to. And in the long term, he hit 68% of conversion rate. 68%. Same person, same offer, same market. The only difference was the system, the power of flywheel. Think about how different this is from what you're doing right now. Instead of conversations drying after just 3 follow-ups, they just keep going. By the way, drop the flywheel if you want to get a specific training for this case. All right, so now you understand the flywheel system, but here's the question. Everyone asks me, how do I actually build this? Like, what content do I create? How often? What does the outbound look like? And that's what I want to break it down. The simple framework so you can start using this week. Okay, so let's talk about how actually build this system because it's simpler than you think. So the flywheel system has 2 parts, outbound and content, and they work together. Part 1, outbound. This is about proactive outreach, LinkedIn messages, cold emails, DMs, whatever your channel audience on. But here's the key. Your outreach is not just about booking meetings anymore. It's about starting conversation that led people into your flywheel. So instead of, hey, let's hop on a call to discuss how can I help you, you are saying, hey, just posted about specific thing related to the problem, thought it might be relevant what you are working on. See the difference? You are not asking for their time, you are giving them value and starting a conversation. Part number 2, content. And this doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need to post every day. You don't need to go viral. You just need a consistent, valuable content that speaks to your ideal client problems. So here's what I recommend. 2-3 pieces of content per week. 1 educational post, 1 teaching something specific, 1 case study of results, social proof, 1 personal story or insight to make it relatable. And that's it. And that's enough to keep you on top of the mind. And here's what happens when you combine these 2. Someone sees your outreach, they check your profile, they see real content, they watch your video, they see you're knowing what you're doing. They book a meeting, they already half solved. They are already warmed up. And after the meeting, you send them more content, more personalized videos, case studies, resources. They stay warm, even if they are not ready to buy yet. And because they are seeing your content regularly, they are always on top of the mind. So when they are finally ready to move forward, they are not comparing you to other options. They are just ready to work with you. That's the power of the flywheel. And here's what most people don't realize. The flywheel actually gets easier over time. With the pipeline system, you are always starting from 0. Every month you need to get new leads, do new outreach, new conversations. But with the flywheel, you build a momentum. The content you created 3 months ago is still working. The prospect you reached out 6 months ago, they are still warming up. The relationship you built a year ago, they are still active. So instead of working harder every month, you are working less because the system is running itself. So I've closed hundreds of deals like that in the past. There was no case when I was warming up someone and didn't end up closing them. So with the flywheel system, it's not about if they buy or not, it's more about when they buy. And that's changed everything because you are no longer worried about losing prospects. You are not chasing. You are not desperate. You are running a system that nurtures people until they are ready. And that's completely different feeling. Real talk. Are you spending more time chasing cold leads or nurturing warm relationships? Because that's the difference between pipeline and flywheel. By the way, drop the pipeline if you are still chasing and drop the flywheel if you are ready to build a system. All right. So now you know know how to build a flywheel. But here's what I need you to understand about 2026. This is not optional anymore. Let me show you why. Here's why the flywheel system is not just better, it's becoming the only way to scale without burning out. Look, the way people buy has changed. 10 years ago, you could cold call someone, pitch them on the first conversation, and close them. 5 years ago, you could send a cold email, book a meeting, and close them after 1 or 2 calls. That doesn't work anymore. People are more skeptical, they are more informed, they have more options. If you're still using pipeline system where you reach out, pitch, follow up 3 times, and then give up, you are going to lose. Not because your offer is bad, not because you are not good at what you do, but because you are not playing the long game. People who win in 2026 are the ones who stay present, the ones who build relationships over weeks and months, the ones who use the content and outbound together to stay on top of the mind. And that's exactly what Flywheel does. It lets you play the long game without working harder. It lets you close clients without pressure. It lets you scale without needing a human team or massive ad budget, because the system is doing the work. The content is nurturing. The flywheel is spinning. And you are guiding people through until they're ready. So you keep using the pipeline system, you are going to burn out, you are going to spend all of your time chasing new leads, you're going to have inconsistent revenue and unpredictable months. You're going to feel like you are always starting over. But if you switch to Flywheel, you can close anyone you target. You can scale without ads. You can build a business that doesn't depend on you constantly grinding. You can finally feel free from uncertainty. You just need to plug in the system and let it run. Let me ask you this. Are you building a business what depends on you chasing people every single day? Or are you building a system that works even if you are not working? That's the choice you are making right now. And with this system, you can literally close anyone you target. It's not about if, it's about when. Because you are not chasing, you are not pressuring, you are just staying present and valuable until they are ready. And that's how you scale in 2026. No ads, no big team, no burnout. Just a system that works. So you are not just someone who does outreach anymore, you are someone who builds systems. Systems that nurture, that scale, that let you close anyone you target without working twice as hard. You are not tired of chasing leads who never reply back anymore. You are not worried about unpredictable revenue growth. You are not feeling like you are always behind the schedule because you have a system. And that's the thing. That's the difference between people who are grinding every day and people who are building businesses that work for them, for sure. If you find this valuable, hit that subscribe button below because I'm creating more content on systems like this, how to scale without ads, how to close high-ticket clients, how to build a business that doesn't burn out. When I drop the next video, you don't want to miss this. This is how you build a real business in 2026, not by chasing, by building systems that work.